stung by a lionfish.
Oh wow, I cannot believe you're about to do this.
I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to enter the spike zone with the lionfish. 1, 2, here we go. 3. Oh wow, it's getting worse, guys.
Here, let's get you home.
Damn. Coyote Peterson. My man.
It's almost time to head out to sea. How you feeling?
Well, you'd think I'd be excited, which I guess I am.
He's getting
but I'm also
stung
out there
today,
looking
boys.
for my fate, which is ultimately being stung by a lionfish.
That's our boat.
All right.
Watch your step coming down here. Life Aquatic. All right, wow. Well, we got a lot of great space on board here to set up all of our gear.
Not diving today. We're actually going to free dive.
Yeah, we are going to be snorkeling to get these
Lionfish are very
lionfish. They'll
venomous?
be in shallower
Wait,
water.
actually?
Now, they are located deeper and shallow. I mean, they're all over the place from what I hear. So we've got about 6 hours out on the water, and hopefully in that amount of time, we're going to come back with a lionfish.
Yo, what up, Cracknut?
Today we are heading off the coast of Isla Morada. We will be searching for one of these invasive fish with the ultimate goal of showing you how to treat the effects of their painful sting, which is often experienced by both fishermen and divers. Native to the Indo-Pacific, these fish were first reported off of Florida's Atlantic coast in 1985 and quickly began to spread up the eastern seaboard. With no natural predators beside humans, the lionfish has become invasive enemy #1.
Is the volume good, guys?
No one knows for sure how these fish were introduced to the area, but their numbers have increased rapidly over the last 30 years, so finding one should not be that difficult. All right, guys, well, we've made it to our first dive site. We are just off of the Florida Keys. You've got the shore in the background, and we're not too far out. You can actually see the bottom of the ocean just off the back of the boat, which is perfect for
so
snorkeling.
pretty.
I'm gonna trade in my adventure cowboy hat for mask, a snorkel, and a dive suit. We're gonna head down there and try to catch the notorious lionfish. This is one of the most invasive species out here in these waters, and our captain tells us there is a 100% chance we're gonna catch one, which means for you guys, I'm definitely going to be stung.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
All right, Mario.
All right, buddy. See you later.
Yeah.
Quick question, chat. Could anybody beat Coyote Peterson? Like, do you have to have any qualifications to do this shit? Like, think about it. He goes out into the world, catches a bunch of fucking bees and spiders and centipedes and aquatic mammals, dude. Like, could anybody just go and fuck around and and get stung and bit by shit and go catch like wild animals like that, dude? I want to be Coyote Peterson.
Positioned just off of a shallow reef, we began to explore the craggy rocks. The slow-moving lionfish is very distinct with its feathery-looking fins and calm disposition. As long as we spotted one, catching it should be no problem. In total, we searched for about 30 minutes. It didn't take long at all, because soon enough, we had a lionfish in our sights.
Damn. Oh, there it is.
Okay, we got one.
Get back out. I see it.
Yep.
Okay, back out for the coral. It's just floating there.
All right, let's try to get it.
This was my moment. Time to net the invader. I held my breath and kicked hard. Closing in on the fish, I scooped forward. And after a little finesse of the net, I made the catch. I did it!
Nice.
I caught a lionfish. Making sure to keep the spines away from myself and the crew, I swam toward the surface.
Got him.
There you have it.
What a beauty.
Wow,
Look
he's
at that.
making a run for it. Did you see that?
Yeah,
Oh, man. Did you get that?
that was awesome.
Wow.
It's
okay.
gonna die.
We'll
Keep
stay
it in
back,
the
stay back
water.
a little bit from me. Let's head back to the boat. We got our fish.
Let's do it.
Woo!
Peter! Dude, whenever I see fish in a net, all I can think about is Finding Nemo, dude.
The lion.
Can't help it.
There
Look
it
out
is.
for that.
It's a natural reflex.
Can I bring that up? Got that GoPro here.
Look at that fish. Beauty too. Gorgeous.
Wow. There you have it. Look at those spines. I would say that the stage is set for me to be stung by the lionfish. Okay, let's get it into this bucket and let's get back to shore. In case you were wondering, this invasive fish will not be released back into the wild, but instead will be donated to a research group in South Florida.
Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Motherfucker, you gonna take my man away from his family, his wife, his kids, his fucking community, and then you gonna get stung by that bitch? You gonna force it to aggress you, and then you're gonna give it to a research facility? Oh, fuck no. That's all. This is Finding Nemo all over again, bro. And he was called, it's an invasive species. Oh, that's what invasive means. It's like bad for the environment, huh? Oh, okay, never mind. Wait. Oh.
Okay,
I see a tank. We need a fish.
here comes the fish. Now, I'm gonna just scoop it up with this spoon and plop him into the aquarium.
All right,
Ready?
buddy, that's kind of
Here it comes.
foreshadowing
1, 2,
his
3.
fate.
There you go, buddy.
Wow. You can see why people keep them in their aquariums.
Oh, they're absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you can see why it's called a lionfish. With those pectoral fins all spread out, it almost looks like the mane of a lion. Now, they're also known as red zebrafish. As you can see, those red stripes kind of make it look like a red zebra. Many different names for this fish, but one thing and one thing only that we know is that this is an invasive species here in South Florida, and they give you a pretty nasty prick with those spines. Now, let's look at some of the anatomy of this fish. Whew, wow. First of all, those dorsal spines.
That's
you see
one
running
ugly
along the
ass
top
looking
ridge of
fish,
the
Chad.
fish, all 13 of those are laced with venom. The
What?
venom on these spines is actually in grooves that run along the side of the spines. And you can see those fleshy things hanging off the side, right?
Yeah, what is that?
See that? These are actually sheaths that the spines are in. So when the fish gets agitated, those spines come through the fleshy sheaths, and then the venom is exposed. So whatever gets, spined onto there
Damn.
has the venom go into its system.
So those sheaths actually help put venom on the spines too, right?
They do. It kind of lubricates it with venom, and then when the spine goes into your hand, well,
Damn,
that's how
bro.
the venom enters your body. Now, there are a couple different methods that I could use to go about being
Yeah, let's.
Spine
How are you
here.
going to do this? This seems really precarious to
Well,
me.
the most dangerous thing and the thing that would be really unintelligent would be to actually put my hands in like this and try to pick up the fish from the side. The ventral spines are shorter.
Bitch,
and
you just
thicker,
tried to
and
do
they will
that.
actually put more venom into me than I care to have put into my body today. The dorsal spines also will inflict a lot of venom, but I want to replicate what oftentimes happens to divers when they run into these fish, which is getting spined by the dorsal ridge. So I'm going to pick the fish up by its jaw. It's not going to hurt it in any way whatsoever. That dorsal ridge of spines is going to fan up like that because it's going to feel threatened. It's out of the water. And I am going to whack my hand down on top of those spines, and venom is going to go into my skin.
Well, you've gone through some stings and some bites. How are you feeling about this particular experiment, if you will?
Well, this will be my first marine stinging. technically it's not a sting, it's a stabbing or a barbing
Has
or
this-
a spiking.
Has this
I'm a little nervous
animal,
because
has
I
this
don't know
fish
how my
ever
body
killed
will
a man?
react to marine life venom. We do have an epinephrine pen with us, as always.
For
We're
the
also
record.
back here in civilization, so if anything goes extremely wrong, if my body were to go into anaphylactic
Yes!
shock, we do have local medical
Holy
experts
shit.
on call, ready to receive me if something bad happens.
And you're good to go with this.
No, I'm sweating. I'm nervous. My heart is racing. You can see the fish is completely calm right now, just there resting on the bottom of the.
Oh, oh.
Ooh.
That's how you get it.
That scared me.
There's
He flicked
water
his
all
tail
over
at
your
me.
hat.
Yeah, how that'll make you jump. Well, I thought I was gonna get it from the ventral spines. There are 3 large spines on the back that they'll flick your tail and get you with. He didn't get me there, which is good, but I think we're getting close. Okay.
It's one of the most dangerous in the world, really.
Literally a couple minutes away from me being stung by the lionfish. You guys know I get nervous right before I do these things. Oh, those are some big spines. I've never been spined by a marine creature before. I have no idea how my body's gonna react to this venom, which makes me even more nervous.
Bro, here's the thing with me, chat. I don't fuck with anything aquatic, bro. That's another world, bro. That's a world that I wasn't meant to be able to live in. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a different world. So that motherfucker got stingers to kill bitches that were also meant for a world that I'm not meant for. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you guys understand? Do you get it? So I'm not gonna fuck around and sting myself with some shit that's from another planet, like an alien, bro. Fish are fucking aliens, like low key but high key. Same logic.
It is time.
GoPro is officially rolling. Okay, now I'm gonna pick the fish up from the front of its jaw, and then I'm going to drop my hand on top of the spikes. Now, I may be spined in the process of getting it out of there. If that happens, I'm just gonna run with the scene, okay? Depending on how bad it is, okay? I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm actually gonna use the wooden spoon to turn it around. I wanna hold it with my left hand. I'm actually gonna position it. Look at that, look at how it's turning the spines into the spoon. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's like instinctively like positioning the spines to attack its predator.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get it by the mouth. You ready?
Yep. Careful. Careful.
Okay, I've got it.
You have the mouth?
Got it by the mouth. There we go. There it is.
Oh my goodness. We're
Look
here
at the
at the moment.
display of those spines. Wow. Okay. Now I'm gonna drop my hand down on top of those. You got a decent shot?
Yeah, can you position the fish a little more at me?
Yep, let me kind of hold it out like that so you can see it.
Oh wow. I cannot believe you're about to do this. Oh buddy.
I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to enter the spike zone with the lionfish. 1, 2, here we go. 3.
Oh, shit!
You alright? Did he get you?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me what you're feeling right now. What's it feel like?
Ah!
Does it hurt?
Oh, pinpricks. Oh, yep.
Oh man.
He's bleeding!
It's actually really not that bad. But it is, keep in mind, a neurotoxin. It's gonna take a couple minutes for this to set in. It's not instantaneous like a wasp, tarantula hawk, or even the bullet ant. You see where the spines went in? There, and I think his body kind of turned.
The cameraman always
got,
asks
like,
some dumbass
4
question. Does it hurt?
Spinings. Ah.
Is it hot?
Nope, fingers are getting a little stiff. Ah.
Is it hot?
Yep, I'm feeling something now. Hold on a second. Ooh. Ooh.
The fish is okay.
Fish looks good. That's what you get, he says, for picking me up. Oh, wow.
Coyote don't look too good, chat.
Oh, it's kind of coming in a wave. Oh, you know what that's indicative of?
Gila monster.
Gila monster.
Yep.
Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to take this thing off of my wrist.
Feeling any swelling? Or?
Yep, I can feel my arm getting
Yeah,
tight.
what the fuck is
and
that?
This is actually cutting off the circulation. And what you don't want to do is cut off the circulation.
Nice bracelet, bro.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, dude. Feel my forearm, dude. That's like instant. Squeeze under here. Under there.
Oh yeah. Jeez.
That bitch is stiff.
Oh man, yeah. Oh, it's burning good now. I felt the spikes go in.
You don't
And thought
say.
to myself, oh, that's kind of like a pinprick. Big pin, but a pinprick nonetheless. I kind of got up and said, that's not that bad.
How long will this last?
Oh, it's gonna last until I get my hand in some hot water. Not boiling hot. I want as hot as I can stand because that heat will actually break down the proteins in the venom and it should dissipate. But oh wow, okay, it's getting worse, guys. It's getting worse and I'm getting dizzy.
All right, bring the hot water. What are we waiting for? What the fuck?
Yeah, I think we should probably wrap this up.
Okay.
inside.
No. Gotta get an outro. Okay. Well, as we can see,
Outro?
the sting from the lionfish is extremely
Motherfucker.
painful. If you are stung, seek medical attention.
man's playing
as quickly as
games,
possible.
chat.
You never know how your body is going to react to venom in a situation like this. It's an invasive species. It's a fish. It's a fish that's very easy to come across here in the southern part of Florida and up and down the east coast of the United States. I'm Coyote Peterson. No, wait. If you see a lionfish in the wild, just admire it from a safe distance. It's the most important thing you do. Do not try to capture these fish. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. Okay, I'm getting dizzy.
Here, just sit down a minute. Sit down.
Here, let's get you home.
Here.
Oh man, dude, I'm lightheaded.
All right,
I'm lightheaded, yeah. All right, maybe it is a little worse than I thought.
Primar, you got the keys?
Getting spiked by a lionfish was pretty bad. Make sure to stick around and watch the Aftermath episode where I do my best to show you how to treat a lionfish sting. I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to enter. Oh,
The keys.
it's actually really pretty bad. I should just like open the door and not film it, dude. My arms are like fire.
Yeah, I know. Cool. What are you doing over here?
Okay, so first most important thing, hot water. Gotta get hot water on my hand as soon as possible. Gotta heat it up. Let's sit down here.
To be honest, he looks like a really weird character. You know what I mean? He looks like he looks like a Grand Theft Auto like customize a character, dude. Whenever he's in like a modern like setting, like when he's not in nature, he looks kind of weird wherever he is.
Wow,
All right.
that is some radiating pain. Different than the tarantula hawk or the bullet ant, for sure. Okay, let me collect myself.
Yeah, so what's the game plan here? Like, how do we treat this?
Okay, the most important thing for venom like this, you can also do this with stingray venom, lionfish venom, most marine creatures that can sting you and put venom into your body, is hot water. As hot as you can stand, that heat breaks down the peptides and the proteins in the venom. But the first thing I want to do is actually just get some hydrogen peroxide onto the wound and clean it off first. Here you go. That feels actually really nice and cool on my hand. The See that bubbling up?
Yep.
That's just soaking down into the wounds. And
So the venom from the lionfish can actually be neutralized, is that correct?
yeah, I'm sorry guys. I know you're like watching this, you think he's barely even talking.
Yeah, like, what's happening?
Yeah, my hand is in a lot of pain right now. Wow, I'm getting lightheaded too. Guys, I'm sorry. This is probably the least put together.
Do we need to...
Wide people high, boys.
No.
Wide
No,
people
I'll
high.
Get through this. I will get through this. As soon as, Mario, will you go check on that? It's gonna take a while for that water to really heat up. Go see if that water is starting to boil at all. So the Epsom salt, I'm just gonna go ahead and dump this in now.
How much do you put in?
You don't need a lot. I'm gonna put in more than you
Wide
probably,
people
just need
high.
a couple teaspoons.
Lightheaded.
I'm putting in-
Now what does the salt do?
That's good. That salt will actually also help break down
This smells
proteins
good.
in the
Okay,
venom.
Gordon.
So it also soothes, it also kills bacteria. It's gonna kill and break down the venom. It's just good. They tell you use Epsom salt if you can. If you don't have Epsom salt, just warm water will do a perfectly good job of breaking down the venom. Ah! Oh man. It's like, it is worse now than when I was stung. It's worse than it was 2 minutes after. Like, I can feel it. It is just throbbing. Okay, yeah, here you go. Dump that, just dump as much as you can, as much as will fit in here. This. Hot. Ooh.
There you go. There you go.
That is almost too
Tutorial.
hot to handle, but that's okay. I'm gonna keep my hand in there. That's definitely gonna help break down proteins in the venom. The most important thing that could happen right now is that venom breaking down. Let me try to just kind of work some of that into the wound, kind of massage the wound there a little bit. Oh man.
You're not getting the instant relief you thought was coming your way?
It's not instant. It's not instant.
This shit's crazy, chat.
We gotta give it a few minutes. Okay, let's do this. Let's cut the camera for a couple minutes here.
Chat, while you guys are watching this,
for
dude,
about 15 minutes.
Are any of you
We'll
guys
come
like
back
curious to actually get
and,
stung
I'll
by
show
any
you
of the
guys
shit you get
the
stung
last
by?
steps here for
Like, I'm
taking
genuinely
care
curious, like how it
of the
feels. You know what I mean?
Coyote, it's been about 10 minutes. How was
10
it?
minutes. Feeling better. Believe it or not, my hand
No?
getting a little pruny. That's okay though.
Nah, like I'm genuinely
Still
curious, dude.
sore. Definitely still sore. I'm gonna continue to soak it, but I think it is at least to the point where I'm able to converse with you guys a little bit better. The warm water definitely helped. Not immediately. It certainly was not immediate. I would say about 5 to 6 minutes in, I was noticing some relief. My hand is still throbbing, but it's better.
And do it,
It's
you won't?
considerably better.
Dude, I'll take a
And
B
keep in
on,
mind
bro.
that everybody's body reacts.
And then I'll work my way
differently
up.
to
A
venom.
B.
That is the most important point that I can make. You could be stung by a honeybee and go into anaphylactic shock. Now, there are very few
wasp?
reported cases of people having a really negative
I'll
reaction
work it up.
to a
I'll work up.
lionfish,
You know?
spiking and the venom. So if you are spined, barbed, whatever you want to call it, by one of these fish, definitely pay attention to what happens to your body. Seek medical attention if you feel as if you're going into anaphylactic shock or having any sort of
What the
allergic
fuck is
reaction.
that? What's
Now,
anaphylactic shock?
spines, I basically just want to apply my favorite, Neosporin. Brand new bottle. I always bring a brand new one on every single trip.
Yeah, okay, buddy. This
But you
motherfucker's
basically
sponsored
just
by
wanna take
Neosporin. I can
Neosporin,
smell it.
Ooze that out there.
You can't
Put it
move.
on the wounds and pay attention to the wounds to make sure that you're not having any secondary infections set in.
Bad
so
allergic
I'm gonna
reaction.
Let that Neosporin
Oh,
sit
okay.
there. I'm gonna keep that open to the air and let that just soak in and do its things. Now this Neosporin is for
Anaphylactic.
pain, and it will also kill a lot of the bacteria that potentially went into my hand. Now if you feel as if you're starting to have an allergic reaction, you can certainly take some Benadryl. I'll probably take one of these just as a safety precaution. And then of course, any basic ibuprofen will work for reducing the pain and the swelling. Wow, well, I'm still lightheaded, and believe it or not, the pain is actually kind of starting to come back in my hand now that it's cooling off. I want to get it back into the hot water, but Oh, guys, that was
intense.
That was
That was pretty crazy.
I'm glad you made it through okay. You were getting a little nervous. Mario, that was...
I was nervous for this one. I will. Everybody will be safe and sound. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. Come here, warm water. If you missed the main episode, make sure to go back and watch.
Dude, imagine watching this episode and then having to go back and watch what the fuck he you know? Imagine imagine being that guy.